depth zone is about 8,000 meters, and it's called a depth zone because of the sheer lack of oxygen. The ambient air has about 1/3 of oxygen at sea level. The depth zone goes all the way up over 800 meters to the summit of Mount Everest. So typically, a climber shouldn't spend more than 24 hours in the depth zone. You run out of oxygen and suffer from hypothermia, frostbite, hallucinations, and even altitude sicknesses. And I started to hear people shouting. Nobody was giving way to come down, and nobody was giving way to go up. It was totally like a giant chaos. The ridge was so knife-edge, they were so narrow. I had to compress myself against the side of the ice ridge, because if not, I might have been pulled down when they were coming down. It's really dangerous. Oxygen systems running out, hypothermia, frostbite. Your feet is in the cold for such a long period of time. A lot of things can go wrong. So I was literally waiting in the queue for like 1 hour, just waiting there. Even though the sun had rose, it was still very cold. There wasn't a lot of space, just space for one person. It was a really precarious and uncomfortable location to be at 8,700, 800 meters. So I kept looking at my watch and just keeping track of the time. When there was an empty spot, we had to try and squeeze our way through so that we can continue heading up, but it was a really slow movement. Step by step, trying to move my way or weave my way in between the queues of people. I did have some thought like, oh, what if I don't come home, if I make a mistake, I might fall down and I might die. So I had to be very careful because I wanted to go home and see my family. After around 1.5 hours in the traffic jam, I finally managed to wiggle my way through up the Hillary step with my Sherpa, and then we were like, okay, let's go. I finally reached the summit. To be honest, it was quite sad. I only spent 15 minutes at the summit, or less. It was quite a short period for a 15-year-old dream. Reaching the top is just the middle point. I knew that there might be the same traffic jam as I was going down. The wind was already blowing, and as I was coming down, I realized that my eyes started to get a bit blurrish because of the snow particles that was being blown by the wind into my eyes. I could only see like 70 to 80%, and it was getting really scary because I realized that this is life-threatening. And to make matters worse, I started to have problems with my oxygen mask. And I couldn't breathe properly. And I was starting to choke on it. Oh, I can't breathe at all. And I was telling my Sherpa, what should we do? Then he gave me his oxygen mask, and I tried to use it, but it didn't work. Oh my goodness, this is getting from bad to worse. So that was extremely frightening.